Hello there, welcome to the Generational Gamer. Today we are talking about the Retroflag Handheld Controller, which they did send me, and I gotta be honest, it's pretty damn cool for what it does. Understand that it's primarily a USB-C controller that houses the Switch. I demonstrated this very thing in a previous video. Take a look at that. Now I've been unboxing as we go. There's not much in there. It's just the manual and the device itself in a soft bag. So let's take a quick look at it. I do like the felt backing to protect the Switch. I have tried it with both an original Nintendo Switch and a Switch OLED, and it works just fine. The buttons feel pretty good, it has a little weight to it, and it's as simple as sliding the Switch into it to make it work. So I just moved the up and down and then it showed it. It still worked, but it didn't show it immediately. I initially recorded me showing each of the buttons, but here's the button layout. I think it's actually better to see it as it's supposed to be rather than me pointing them out individually. So take a look. What I have done here is I have connected this controller from USB-C to USB-A and then into the Switch dock. And we're gonna see how well it works. Feels all right to me. I mean, it's a kind of a twitchy game, so I like that. I'm using the D-pad right now. So this is a glorified USB-C controller that the Switch sits in, which is kind of neat. Now I like it because it is able to house the Switch without there being any weight on the Switch. So when you have a Joy-Con in the Switch, it actually, there's actually some weight. It's not terrible because the Switch isn't that heavy, but I don't like to even risk it. So I switched from the D-pad back to the analog stick. But as you can see, I have full control over this. Pretty damn cool, if you ask me. Doing pretty well, too. Look at me go. Yeah, this game I've logged a lot of time on, and the controller is not holding me back. So, that's good.
Whoa, this is heavy.
So, I just want to give you some of my final thoughts on this. So, Retroflag, they did send me this Retroflag Switch case, okay? And let me just be frank, I really do like this thing. I think that it does exactly what I want it to do. It is a solid backing. So normally, when you lay your Switch down, all the weight is on the Joy-Cons, okay? And the rails. With this, you've got a solid back. I like that. Now, the only downsides I've found with this thing are the weight, because it is heavier than holding it with the Joy-Con. Actually, it's pretty significantly heavier than holding it with the Joy-Con, and given that it's a portable console, it can be a little uncomfortable for long gaming sessions. The only other thing is the buttons are very loud. Other than that, this is exactly what I wanted. It is a USB-C controller that the Switch lives in. So it makes a already portable system a little bit better portably, and I really do like that. I like it because it's also not using the Joy-Cons. These sticks, these analog sticks, are not supposed to be friction-based like the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. Now, I don't usually play with the Joy-Cons unless I absolutely have to. I typically use a regular controller. Hell, I even use an Xbox or PlayStation controller with this sometimes because I have the 8-bit DO adapters. So, having to use the Joy-Cons when I'm away or when I am just sitting in a portable mode actually isn't all that much fun. Plus, my hands are big and I don't like that. This allows me a very comfortable environment as long as I hold it the right way. What I have found is if I hold it out too far, it does start to cause a little added fatigue because of the weight of the thing. But if I anchor my arms against me and then play it, no problem whatsoever. And the buttons are pretty solid even if they are loud. So I appreciate Retroflag sending me this thing. I really do like it. And I have tried it with both an original Switch and the OLED. I've been using it with the OLED. I will note that the original Switch is slightly narrower, so it fits in and out a whole lot easier than the OLED. The OLED's a little tighter, but nothing significant. And overall solid. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below. Like, subscribe, dislike if you don't like, that's fine too. And have a good one.